One of the most important factors in designing the look and feel and locations and everything in a game like this is really contrast. It's about surprising the player from where they've been to where they're going, what they've seen and experienced to what they will see and experience. So talking about that contrast, one wonderful contrast is the chateau of the chess tournament that you might have seen, which is a timeless, classic, romantic location. Complete 60s, right? Completely out of old school Bond in many respects. In sharp contrast to that, we have the shipwreck city of Aleph, which is a rusty, turned inside out graveyard of ships, where Bavma has his empire. Vast difference, vast contrast. You know, one is traditional and old-fashioned, the other is chaotic and vibrant and dangerous. It's almost like you can cut yourself on every piece of metal that sticks in your way. Of course, a dusty environment, you can imagine it full of food and smoke from weapons tests and everything. So again, huge contrast between these two. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. That journey of getting the entire table, the entire smorgasbord of experiences from a visual point of view is really what it's all about. We look at the world and we've analyzed the entire history of the franchise, of course, and we come away with a few pillars for the art. One is credibility at its core. It has to be the real world. At the same time, it has to have a sort of a timeless romance and adventure on the one hand, and then it has to have a vibrant sense of action and futurism as well. And these three elements get combined to make this world that feels, at once, it feels like it has one foot in the past and one foot in the future. And then this wonderful adventure meets in the middle.
No, we actually took a step back and looked at what is the broader recipe, the kind of like brand pillars that make a great Bond epic. And you know, that is globetrotting, a cinematic journey, exotic locations, memorable characters, but all with a sense of style and sophistication. Vehicles naturally form a part of this.
Jaguar Land Rover has supported the Bond franchise since 1998, and Defender as a brand has really lent into this experience and this partnership. So in 007 First Light, the scene takes us to Mauritania, into the desert. There's lots of rock, lots of sand. This is a natural environment for Defender, and something that we've been able to engineer into our vehicles. We've got years of experience of how that looks on film. Taking it into a digital environment was the next challenge.
The entry into the Mauritanian mission of Aleph, it made perfect sense for us to choose the new Defender as the key vehicle there, because of course you need a capable vehicle to enter this location and to travel all the way to it, for that matter. And in that sense, the Defender was a clear choice for us.
It's really for bringing a true Bond epic journey to life. And it's because our players deserve it, but we also, from within ourselves, just had this really key determination to bring forth the very best blockbuster experience that we could.
I'm hoping for the audience to feel like they're immersed at once in the IP, that they feel a kinship to the entire legacy of Bond, and that they feel like their expectations are covered and we give them what they want. At the same time, I would love for them to come out and say, well, this was different, that was cool. And so it is always a marriage between credible, real-life references, associations, brand partners, all these things, that sort of sets the world in reality so that we can go and have a great time and a great action adventure as well.